Hello and welcome to the PC Perspective Podcast. We're at episode 866. This is being recorded April 29, 2026. I'm Sebastian Peak.
I'm Jeremy Holstrom.
I'm Josh Walbreth.
In the Ruddy corner, I'm Brett Van Spoonberg.
Ruddy.
So my complexion this evening.
Yeah, no Kent tonight. He could not make it, so we're going to proceed as a quartet. And our first song will be the theme song to The Bridges of Madison County, a cappella style. All right. Josh, before we get to you, we have to talk about Patreon.
No.
We do.
We want to thank our patrons. We want to take this opportunity to say thank you for going to PCPer on Patreon, which is patreon.com/PCPer. I am not good at speaking.
English is hard, and I am not smart, and Josh is more handsome than me, and
I want to say that my cue card guy is completely lost right now. Where are we on?
Sanu, not Sanu of Orkan, but Sanu.
you know what I have to say to Sanu? The Sanu come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be Sanu.
That was Shatnerian almost.
Wow, another
some
chat
rolling
joke.
strings behind that. It could be on the Transformed Man.
In case anybody missed it, Sanu is our Patreon patron.
He's new.
Patron.
Yeah, that was the
Patron
shout out.
member of note.
Sanu.
Yes.
Sanu. There's
Thank you, Sanu.
Sanu.
No, that's not right.
Sanu.
Do you remember when? What was the Nanu?
It's different. It's different from
Yeah, it's not the... Oh, okay.
I want to talk like this all night long.
This is why people tune into this. This is the reason.
Moving on immediately to the food segment. Josh, please tell us about your lunch.
You know what? Food is getting stale and boring. And you know, as somebody said in YouTube, used to be fun, used to be neat to listen to it. Now, how many times can you be talking about the naughty? You know what? I've got something to talk about. It's hot fries. Hot fries. Don't mind the popper in the background, but we got hot fries today. Yes, they did some Nashville hot rub on those fries, and let me tell you, they're actually kind of spicy. I mean, they're good spicy. I had to sneeze a few times because I breathed in while I was eating them, and the dust all went into my nostrils, and it was unpleasant. But it was good in the same time because the endorphin rush of hot food. So, yeah, I'm not going to talk about the popper. Not going to tell you what's on it because it's boring. It's old. Everybody knows what the popper is. But those spicy fries, yeah, that's where it's at. They're new. Extra $1 to get spicy fries.
Those look good.
They were good.
Honest.
Okay. And you know what? They fry the fries in tallow, not vegetable oil, actual tallow.
That's beef fat.
It sure is. And it doesn't suck.
Just like BB Edit. No one gets that joke.
You know, if you have enough beef tallow in a day, the results can be explosive. You know what else is explosive? Moving on to news from Tech Power Up, and there's been so many sources, but we're picking this one. Intel stock has surged to an all-time high. Can you believe that? We're talking about Intel being a big mover on the stock exchange, huge return for investors. Look at this crazy growth here in the last 48 hours or so, the last 3 days at least. It was trading at around $40 a share, $42 a share. Boom, it's up in the 90s.
90s.
More than doubled.
People are excited about it because they had a quarter that didn't suck, and their upside is going higher. I mean, do we want to talk about it all right now?
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about Intel.
I'll tell you what. You know what? One of the highest quarterly earnings that they had was some $19 billion and like $8 billion in gross revenue, net revenue, and this result was only 13.6 billion, and they had a loss of 1.5 billion, I think. Let me double check that. Something like that. But it wasn't, a fantastic earnings report. However, it was so much better than what they've been doing, and their upside is tremendous because, people are using GPUs for AI, right? But there's still a lot of inference and other work that needs CPUs to do. And so suddenly they're changing around how they're doing all this work. And they're like, we're actually kind of CPU bound. I mean, we can't push all of this data to our GPUs. So we need to expand, the basis of all the things we're doing. And so Intel and AMD are now starting to, really cash in on the whole AI thing with their traditional CPUs. Biggest thing that I really took from this was how much their margins went up. It went from like 37% up to almost 40%, which is a massive jump quarter per quarter. So, it pure monetary definition, this was not a great quarter for Intel. However, it was, again, better than what they were. Their foundry news has been pretty positive. They're lining up some customers for their foundry stuff. They went into a deal and with Tesla. That is kind of a big thing. And Tesla pre-announced their 14A process technology, and Intel hadn't talked about that yet. The joys of Elon Musk. So, yeah, they got a big boost. And, they may not be storming back, but they're doing better than they have in the past. Margins are recovering. They're shipping CPUs. There's a lot of excitement about not only in the server space, but also in especially the mobile and the desktop. I mean, the 270X is a fantastic part that a lot of people are buying, apparently, if they're big Intel fans. So some good things. It was a healthy quarter, not their best quarter ever, but it kind of is paving the yellow brick road for them, into the future. So. People are pretty hyped up on it, and we'll see where it goes.
Intel is doing so well; they're even selling defective chips. They're buying everything. Here's a story at Tom's Hardware about Intel boosting yields by selling what would normally be scrap. Customers are willing to accept it.
I feel like this is one of those margin boosting moves. That Josh was sort of referring. Not the only thing. Don't take that. But
okay. Well, here's the problem. Can we go back a little bit in time? When you're talking about wafer production and actual litho and all the process stuff that you do to chips, the chips on the edge always seem to be at a lower yield and lower bin. The sweet spots are all in the middle of the wafer. But what they've done in terms of litho and process technology, the stuff at the edge is becoming better and better, and they're getting better product off of there. Because it used to be they would have one big litho thing, and it wouldn't be pop pop pop. It would be one big exposure. All the stuff at the edge, because of the way light works, didn't always work very well. And they've improved that over the time. And now that they don't do one big exposure, it's hundreds of exposures per wafer. That they've improved how the optics interact, as well as how the actual wafer processing works as well. Because everything seemingly, when you kind of watch how they do deposition and etching, and that it all goes from the center to the edge, and the edge chips just don't get the love that the center ones do. It's just the way it works. And now they've done a lot better, and they have a lot of tools to recover these dies. And there's so many billions of transistors they can put into any one design. They can fuse off parts left and right that may be defective, and you've still got a perfectly fine chip. So It's a good thing, but it's not revolutionary. But it'll lead to more good things because, that technology is going to filter out throughout the industry, and we'll all have more chips that aren't wasted.
And this may be helping them improve margins.
Maybe.
Yes, but this Intel's growth is obviously fueled by AI, as you alluded to, Josh. The DIY builder segment, not so much, because here's an article from videocards.com. It was talking about how the 9950X 3D2 was actually briefly in Amazon's top 10 best-selling CPUs, but the entire top 10, even without that one, is all AMD. It might be a while before Intel's back on that list.
Even with good stuff.
Yeah, even with the 270K plus, which I think has had some availability issues. At least it did right after launch. I haven't tried to buy one recently, so I don't know.
It's the fun thing about retail. AMD has always been very strong in there. There's been big push, but really until the last 5 years, OEM interest has been absolutely nil. So now they're finally paying attention. Dell has some laptops based on AMD stuff that. Did you hear that?
Did somebody step on a duck?
I don't know, but it sounded really weird behind me.
Oh, messed up. My mic is
It's
messed up.
probably a dog sniffing under the door. What's he doing in there? I don't smell any lotion.
Oh, look, the Core Ultra 7 270K plus is in stock at Newegg. So my information was outdated.
So it is buyable.
Seamlessly transitioning to the next news story, and this has nothing to do with technical issues or Jeremy's microphone. Your Windows Update experience just got updated. This is on Windows blogs. It's just another one of those signs that Windows 11 just isn't where Microsoft wanted it to be with their adoption.
Yeah.
Mac
Their
taking
feedback,
consumer market share away from them a little bit.
feedback, and Linux on the gaming front.
Feedback.
Actually,
Okay. Before you say that it's user feedback, we have been complaining about forced Windows updates, forced reboots for years now. And now
And the bloat.
they
and
give
the
us
overhead.
control over Windows Update again for the first time since Windows 10. Now
yeah,
they
but
give
now
it to
they're
us.
actually they're noticing that Windows 10 was slightly faster in some of these use cases. Maybe we should fix that.
Now
But
they're-
until you actually hit them in the pocketbook, they had no need to pay attention.
Oh,
This
Steam
is the-
OS.
This is the one. Always available options to shut down and restart without updating. And
Well,
now
no,
you
they
can-
did temporarily take it away, but then they realized that was one of the stupider things they did, which is not a low bar. There's a lot
That's
of stupid things they've
impressive.
done.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, there's a huge universe of stupid things, but yeah.
Get excited about Windows 11. You can pause updates now as many times as you need.
It gives you a calendar, so you could probably literally crank it up to like 2099 and just tell it to go away.
You can
Maybe not a good decision to make, but you could.
Have you heard about their K2 effort? It's going to be a total remake. They're pulling in a whole new UI system, doing a whole bunch of native apps in this new UI space. Things are going to be better. They're promising, and
Things are going to change.
Maybe-
I can feel it. I'm a winner.
I'm a winner. I'm a driver. I'm a winner.
But the one
What a
thing they
feature.
didn't do, the biggest feedback we gave them was stop pumping out updates that literally break everything. They're still considering that. They're not quite sure.
They didn't quite get the memo on stop adding AI things when they put it in clock. They're putting AI. I think that's going to
Copilot everywhere. Let's make it happen. And then somehow charge them for it.
for the better experience.
And then charge them for not using it.
Opt out for $3
monorail. Opt out for $3 a month. That's funny, but not.
You guys at the bottom half of the window here work more on like the IT enterprise side of things. Somebody with an assigned machine from work running Windows 11, are they still going to have all the forced reboots? Is it easier for IT to just keep everybody on the latest version?
So we created a GPO to not force that for at least a week. And we don't update the servers again for at least a week after they've been released.
Okay.
So
you give it a week to...
We have
To
several
kinda
circles
hammer
of
out.
hell. And the first circle of hell, which is us, the IT people, get it when it happens. We then space it out because Intune lets you do that. Servers get updated when we frickin' have to. Other than that, screw off. I'm not updating it. Oh, it wants you to reboot. Yeah, I know it does, and I don't care. Because I know something has gone horribly, horribly wrong, except I might be the first person to find it out. And
You're
I don't want to
welcome.
be that guy. So when security notices, this server hasn't been bounced in 380 days, you're a little behind on your updates.
So what's
Yeah.
what's the website you're running with that server? By chance?
It's internal.
It's just payroll.
That's why we don't
It's
care.
only accounting.
Human resources. Yeah, it's probably that.
Let's move on to the next story. Galaxy, which later became GALAX without the Y. I think that was the progression.
I thought it was GALAX. GALAX.
That's how you pronounce it without the Y. Wasn't it once Galaxy?
I thought it was GALAX. But anyway,
Oh, okay. Well, whatever it was that name you saw featured in Time Spy every time you ran that benchmark.
Galaxy.
yes,
Yep.
that.
And Palette.
They spent all their money for advertising in Time Spy, and now they're broke and going out of business.
So Palette took them over. GALAX, whatever name is going away.
30 years of business. Mismanaged
But it's
into
not.
nothing.
But it's, they are retaining some of the names for product lines. So, yeah.
Like half.
I don't know. Half.
Half.
That's it's Hoff, isn't it? Hall of Fame. Was it? I'm trying to
Yeah,
remember
it was one of
what
them.
The Hoff cards.
Yeah, it was Galaxy. It was founded as Galaxy Tech in 1994, and it became an NVIDIA partner.
But NVIDIA didn't buy the Y, so.
Galaxy had their Hall of Fame products, and then it changed its
They're
name
too busy
to-
eating at the.
I think we all know what happened here. They couldn't source DDR. I think that's really what happened.
Well, that could be, but I really think it's
I'm
just how
serious.
do you pronounce
I really
it?
think
mean,
that's
they
what
went from
happened.
Galaxy to how the hell do you say their name? They took the Y away, and now you've got all these conflicting. That's not.
It's almost like you've never run Time Spy.
I have, but I've never spoken the name out loud while
It's written on
watching.
everything in it.
Yeah, they were. a
Well,
big
didn't
sponsor.
MSI, one of the previous ones that they bought a bunch,
God,
and then Galaxy did it as well with the big Tomb one that. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, it went back and forth between a few of them.
sure did.
And we watched all of them way too much.
Oh yeah,
Time after time
this very day.
after time.
Woot Doc in YouTube chat suggests they should have just dropped another letter and stretched it out another year.
Yeah.
Hey,
But then there would still be debate. Is it Gala or
And change the L to an I, and then you'll just be Gaia.
or
Gaia.
Gaia? Gaia.
Yeah.
See,
yeah, see, you're still arguing.
how about a name that is easy to pronounce?
But all
Moving on.
G.
You know how
You know, there's
Wi-Fi-
no company called Chud.
You mean cannibalistic human underground dwellers?
Yes.
You're welcome.
All right. We talked about how routers are now this. It's basically a monopoly in America because there's only one company. Was it Netgear or TP-Link? I can't remember.
Netgear.
Netgear. Okay.
Netgear's the blessed one.
They're the
So
only one.
Netgear has been blessed, and now portable Wi-Fi hotspots are next.
Eero got it.
Yeah,
Eero
Eero got it.
And
Oh, that's good.
because Jeff
Amazon throws
Bezos,
a little money around.
Amazon, yeah, he was seen at the White House this week. So
Okay, cool.
there you go.
Well,
So the Wi-Fi hotspots, they're going to face a similar ban to routers in the U.S. That's the story here at PCPer.com. Does not include cell phones. Now, cell phone hotspots,
I
obviously.
mean, that would
any
be
phone.
confusing, wouldn't it?
I
I'm
can
sorry, your
turn
cell
my-
phone has a hotspot, so you can't use it now.
No, but you can.
Yes.
Because they want you to use up your allotment of tethered data for the month.
Well, yes, of course.
So they can start, either charging you or throttling you.
Jeremy, I have a question for you. You actually called out in this article that, on the other hand, there's no evidence that this router ban is making anyone safer. Is that your take on this, or did you kind of pull that and
Yes.
restate that from someplace else? Of course.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. This has been our position all along. Is like this is theatrics.
This is security theater. This could have been good, but nothing's allowed to be good in this world right now. So therefore, they're just making it annoying. So yeah, it's like Wi-Fi stuff that you buy because you want to share a little bit of Wi-Fi with your kids on the beach and just silly stuff. Nope, sorry, you can't use them. And we're not getting rid of them. We're just not going to let you buy new ones or update them. So when a giant new security hole comes in, I'm just going to have to live with that or throw it out. Because e-waste is definitely not a problem either, thanks to TPM and Windows 11.
Oh, no, it's no problem.
It's just frustrating that you could have done something good here, but you chose evil.
Yeah, you have to wake up this day and choose evil on this one. I'm just thinking about like all of the Wi-Fi hotspots and how we've all been sort of like had it ingrained in us. Like, don't trust the Wi-Fi hotspot that you're going to randomly join at that internet, enabled cafe or restaurant or wherever. Always use a VPN. And it was so difficult to probably get those things stood up in the first place. It is going to be forever that these supposedly unblessed high Wi-Fi hotspots, especially in commercial locations, they're going to live forever. But what was the point here? I guess is what I'm after. Why ban these things in this way? It just is so pointless because it's not going to protect anyone for many, many, many years.
You're not thinking of the children. You should have been thinking
of the children. Here we go. The side by side. Apologize, Sebastian.
Security theater. So this is perfect, right?
The precursor to security theater.
This story could have waited until that segment, but please continue.
No. You know what? I refuse.
Good. I'll use that more often. More Jeremy soapbox as we talk about the right to repair bills. Now in 22 states,
including, believe it or not, Texas. Although they're not doing John Deere there.
Isn't that logo from like, the what was that 90s, early 2000s
Workers Unite
game? The red, Mars game.
Yeah, the Mars one.
Red Faction? Faction?
With all the destructible stuff.
Yes.
It's communist to me.
Commies.
Well, yeah, I mean, how only communists want to repair the things that they bought themselves.
Yeah, because they can't produce anything new. Just look at cable. Anyway, Cuba.
Now, it's all good and well for a state like Texas to have a right to repair law like they apparently have kicking in September 1st, as it says here. But then
which does not include John Deere.
Right. Think about the states where John Deere spends millions and millions of dollars on lobbying every year to keep this from happening.
Right.
Or, Apple.
Also true.
Or automobile dealership.
Hey, you know what? The glue industry supports Apple 100%.
Hey, some of their new ones, like the
I thought you stopped sniffing glue today, Josh.
No.
Yeah, no, in a way, I start off by if you were to talk to someone who just woken up from a coma and try to explain, oh no, right now we buy stuff, but we're not allowed to fix it, or we get sued, or they just remotely disable it permanently, they're going to think they'd be better off back in the coma. Like, this is just pure stupidity. There are some, parts where, like, I don't want my local hydro company DIYing my transformers. I don't want the company building my airplanes to accidentally forget. Oh, wait.
Medical equipment is a
medical example. MRIs, right? You don't want someone, we can just knock that up with a couple of off-the-shelf batteries. So there are some things that shouldn't be repair, but they're not stuff you bought yourself. This is what drives me nuts. This is what the right to repair is about, is the stuff that you bought, that you paid money for and now theoretically own, but they can remotely disable it if you try and mess with it.
Yeah, we've seen this in John Deere equipment. We've seen it with vacuum cleaners. We've seen it with phones. I mean, Apple has done this before too. When you got an off-brand, quote unquote off-brand, which is really the original equipment manufacturer of like a touch screen layer or a screen layer. Yeah, exactly. Where it's plugged in and doesn't serialize or sync up properly with the device and goes, nope, no activation for you. No turning back on-y.
Yeah.
And they've done that in the past, or they're just not providing they do not feed the independent repair supply chain where they'll only be authorized repair centers where you'll have to pay their going
through
rate.
The nose.
Exactly. So they're really gating a lot of this through parts availability and repair manuals, instructions, or theory of operation, how things work. So they gate it using those techniques.
Mm-hmm. Frustrating, but hey, we're eroding and getting some of our rates back.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah.
Next, in a case that is clearly not copyright infringement, the utterly cute Acemagic Retro X5 AMD Ryzen AI 9 HX 370 mini PC.
Wow, that rolls right off the tongue.
It does, and it looks exactly like a...
You don't like that subtitle?
North American NES from 1985.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah, little.
And don't worry, Nintendo is not litigious at all, so you're perfectly safe.
Oh,
Never has been.
This is very safe, yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, I mean, it is so cute. It's a Ryzen AI 9 HX 370, so it's got some power to it. It was hitting 95 Celsius and sitting there. So you might want to blow on it and see if that helps like it did the cartridge back in the day.
I saw what you did there.
But still, it held, and they didn't see too much throttling. And, I mean, yeah, that's a lie. It has 32 gigs of DDR5. You're not getting that for $960, let alone anything else.
Well, it's basically a headless laptop with that AMD HX 370 in it.
Yeah.
So
it's got two M.2 slots, only one of which is filled, so you can actually open this thing up without, a heat gun and prying glue off, and add in stuff to it. So that was the other really nice thing about it, is because some of the time when you see these little cute niche ones, it's sealed. You're never going to be able to do anything with it. Everything's soldered on and go away. These Acemagic
32
is just like,
gig, two SO DIMM slots. That's actually significant.
only
Two
one
pretty
good deal.
terabyte storage. This is the disgusting thing about living in current year.
Yeah.
Something that's almost $1,000 and it's got 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. Get excited.
Yeah, that actually fits within that budget, though.
Yeah.
And the power adapter for it's almost as big as it is.
All right. Look how small we are because we offloaded the 230 watt laptop power supply.
This is like the this is great for next to the TV for your media PC ish type deal.
Yeah, it could be if you like Radeon 890M graphics.
It's fine.
There's worse.
Are you gaming with it, or are you just watching some streams?
Well, this is overkill for that. But look at the connectivity on the back. You've got full-size HDMI and DisplayPort, dual LAN.
Dual LAN?
Yep.
That's something.
It's got dual.
DisplayPort? That's a little strange for the living room.
That's kind of beefy.
But it's not for the living room. It's for AI.
Oh, AI. Is that what it's for?
Well, it is Ryzen AI.
Isn't everything?
Put in the NES case for AI? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it runs at 95C and then throttles all day long. Yeah, perfect.
Perfect. Fine.
Who is this product for? Somebody who thinks that an NES is like, actually, if you think about it, this could be the ultimate basis for like a retro emulation station in your living room.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
And it looks like an NES and, put some.
It's right at home.
Yes. It's powerful enough for
I think they're going for the impulse buyer who sees it and goes, oh my God, I have to have that, add to cart, buy now.
No. You can just replace your NES, and your wife won't notice, and know that you spent $1,000 on something you set under the TV.
Just try
that is
to.
true.
How do you hide the charge though? You got to be lucky and have that second account that you get to keep.
Do you not?
I mean, I have my own ways of getting things.
Hey,
Which is, hey, can I get
darling, don't worry about that. It's a review sample.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to review that in the near future.
They might want it back, so don't touch it or scratch it up or anything.
speaking of scratching things and reviewing them, let's talk about the new Pop 2
Pop
Vision. I wish we had a review sample of this, but I don't think we
This is
do. I'm not
nice.
sure how to talk
This
to Kent
is
about
nice.
this, but the Pop, Kent was a fan when that came out. As far as I remember, I think he was pretty positive about it. But
Yeah.
Pop 2 Vision, very different because this has to follow that trend of everything looking like the Lian Li 011 Dynamic or whichever version of that.
Have
So
I
it's
showed
an
you my
aquarium.
height Y60 lately? Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
sorry. Go ahead.
So,
It's only been a week.
the usual aquarium style case. It has some nice looking fans with sleek looking shroud around the intake there. And it's a nice looking case.
It is.
And when I was looking at the Tech Power Up review, it did surprisingly well for thermals for something with a solid glass front panel. There's something about those vented side intakes. It actually works quite well.
It does seem to. Yeah, I've noticed.
So Tech Power Up, I'll just go to their summary. I think they said that it was actually, let's gaming stress test.
Maybe it's the inclusion of the floor-mounted fans as uptake intake.
And you can fit a lot more of them in the wide cases than you can on the traditional.
Yeah.
So
Plus you can
end up with a
put it
dozen
on the
fans.
floor in the carpet with your dogs. Be awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
So-
they usually dual chamber these and segregate the power supply, outside of the main chamber, which helps.
They were in the upper third for CPU temps, but they were tied for first with GPU temps with this. And this is against
Interesting.
a ton
purposely built.
of cases that they have tested. So very good airflow. Noise, I'm not so sure about. I think that's on the next page as I scroll through these endless lists.
Woo.
Yeah, they're going to
tests
have
that
to
they
trim
here.
these at some point.
I know. It becomes less useful when there's 150.
Or like switch to a database format.
Okay, so here we go. 36.6
Smack
dBA.
dab in the middle.
That's great. That's very good. Anything under 40 at full load is good. It's not
I'm trying to see what else I know here. There's the Cooler Master half, the Landcool 3.
Height,
the height Y60.
Y60.
There's
You
my
may have
height
heard of that.
Y60. So loud at 37.2
It's
dBA.
a decibel louder. That's
Yeah.
well, not quite a decibel. Half a decibel.
Yeah, not quite.
So, but here's the thing.
You know what?
How much,
I gotta say,
how much do you think this would
your fan
cost?
curves? Well,
Beautiful looking case, that modern
110.
design.
110. 110.
101.
What?
I'll do
$99.99.
Oh,
101.
I went over.
is this
You do not
price
win,
is
I went
right?
with $1.
99.
$1.
So all that for $100 looks pretty good to me.
Hey, it's a computer component you can afford to buy.
Okay,
Asus haven't gone up in
somehow,
price yet.
according to my show notes here, we forgot to talk about the ROG Equalizer when it
Did
came
we
out.
not? Did we not
I don't
talk
know.
about this? I don't think we did.
I think that
we
it's like
complain about this
lipstick.
cable so much
It's
that I'm
lipstick
surprised we
on
didn't
a
talk
pig.
about this.
Okay, it's the 12 volt high power. It's a pig. I mean, it's a worthless, poorly designed, shitty, undersized connector that just
What about
sucks.
those multi-billion-dollar companies trying to fix it?
You mean fix
Ultimately-
the problem that they created in the first place?
Yes.
Wasn't
is that a
them.
1200 watt power supply
NVIDIA
for
pushed this out
$29.99?
onto the market. NVIDIA is part of the consortium that validated this as part of a PCIe spec.
Well, what they did with this is they supposedly created a way to balance the power delivery by using higher gauge and some very nicely wrapped cables with different materials within them that will
So they added
carry
less
significantly
fire.
more amperage. They subtracted fire from
Okay.
this particular cable. And they actually include a way to monitor it. They've got a monitoring adapter with it that you can plug into a special socket on their Thor 3. This is all from Asus. Their Thor 3 or their Strix PSUs. Although it is usable with any PSU, they're going to be combining this with some software monitoring. I'm not sure that will work with any PSU, or maybe you got to use one of theirs.
Starts glowing red, you need to turn it off.
You know what? When you're looking for a chance to not glow red and halt catch fire, use the HCF command. If you want to avoid that, and I can't say this is a bad investment if you're like feeding my 5090 with the off-the-shelf cables. If you're feeling a little nervous about that, this might be for you.
This is not a paid advertisement for Asus, by the way.
It's not.
And all of this is coming from Asus. They're showing this Bosch
thermal view
image here, and it shows that if you don't use this, your temperature will be twice as hot.
Exactly. Simply with the wire gauge difference, I can't argue with this. It's ridiculously expensive.
Is that typically the melting,
it's not the wire gauge.
Is not the wire. Interface. It's exactly what Josh said. You can make the wires the size of garden hoses, but they all have to be adapted down to this tiny undersized little plastic.
Perhaps you haven't seen the Bosch FLIR images that we were just looking at. Perhaps you weren't looking at those.
So
there's a little ring of fire you need to worry about.
It's like the speaker cable industry. We could go and look at.
I make my own cables out of coat hangers, so shut it.
We could look at some $30,000 speaker cables right now, and they're going to terminate down into bananas or spades.
Yes.
And the banana or the spade is just going to actually interface with your amp, and then the real world benefit of different materials and gauges is something that gets argued about endlessly, and it always has.
But I only use organic bananas to connect them.
You see, I'm smarter than y'all. I solder the stuff directly to the posts, okay?
Are you using silver? Mm-hmm. What kind of solder are you using, Josh? Because
it's actually platinum. He's got a really, really hot solder.
The airiness of those high frequencies, the transient response of your mid-range, they're probably being masked by the solder that you're using.
I soldered them in a 100% nitrogen environment too. So,
I've heard that actually
I had to hold my breath about a long time.
You're making your own OFC at home. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So anyway, ROG Equalizer. If you use heavy gauge cables, then they don't get as hot. That's if you've ever done household wiring, residential wiring is typically 14.2 Romex, 14 gauge, 2 conductor with a ground. And that's fine for 15 amps. But if you try to run 20 amps on that stuff, it gets too hot. It'll trip your breakers. So you have to use 12.2 for like a microwave installation or something. And it's the same thing. You put 12 gauge, it doesn't get as hot. That's great. But unfortunately, this is still going down into a connector that's about as big as a micro SD card. So, and it's plastic. So these little teeth go in there, and if they're not clicked in with the tiny plastic clip just right, you will get melting and problems.
And you know that the heat buildup in that never releases the tension on any of that.
Whatever you do, don't tell your home insurance inspector that you're running a 5090. It's going to do awful things.
It's going to do things to your insurance policy.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about insurance right now.
Fair.
Yes.
So, let's
stick around for the after show. Stick around for the after show.
Yeah. Let's talk more about the 12-volt high power cable and the ROG Equalizer, because here we got all these thick, beautiful etched cables and this big honking thing, and then there's the plastic connector at the end, the NVIDIA spec connector. So at some point, these cables don't make a lot of sense anymore inside of a case, because these thicker, larger diameter cables are not going to curve at a tight enough radius to fit in a lot of existing cases.
Hey, you know what? I've got a cure for you, and it is comprised of 2 words. The connector. Asbestos.
Oh, you know what? Great insulator.
It is.
catch
It
on
always
fire.
was.
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant.
With no negative side effects whatsoever.
None.
Done. Fine.
Let me insert this asbestos cable tip in and out of the 49 day I swap out.
No.
A lot, like in and out.
Because
in
there are going to be
in and out.
no fibers whatsoever that will shed from that cable tip.
That's
Hey,
right.
come on. At least 3 out of the 4 of us were raised on asbestos.
Yeah.
We now move to the looking at stuff on eBay portion of tonight's podcast.
This
Not
is the
sure.
human
Is it-
interest.
Why is
side
this
of
on the list?
You know what? I don't even know. I just saw it and I'm like, who sells this for $1,700?
It's a rare, unreleased engineering sample of a 12 gigabyte RTX 2080 Ti Super. Even though
2080 Ti
it clearly says 2080 Super on here. Are they just...
It's totally legit.
Are we being trolled? Are we being trolled? Are we being...
I don't know, but for
had?
$1,700 or best offer, you too can find out whether you were being trolled.
Are they going to show us some screenshots that proves...
Well, it's a rare opportunity. Let me just state that right up front. This is the factory Black Edition prototype shroud. It includes a specialty driver, developer driver, Windows compatible.
This is being sold as a rare tech collectible item. No returns, please. Oh, so when you get it home and it doesn't work and you can't actually...
Well, you'll
game
find
on
out
it.
that this account
Do
actually
you
no longer
understand
exists.
how significant the upgrade from 11 gig to 12 gig is? Do you understand that? Sure.
I understand that
That's significant.
if I can't use this, other than one like provided engineering driver, if I can't actually use this and it doesn't say 2080 Ti Super on the outside, why would I even want to display
Show the outputs
it?
again. Show the outputs. The outputs. There you go.
Normal.
Yeah, it's got them all. Okay.
This is...
Oh god, it's even got the USB for
It has the USB-C, which they
for the,
turned off
headsets for a while.
later on.
Welcome to Insecurity Corner, your weekly reason to drink.
And in our first story from Ars Technica, Microsoft issues emergency update for macOS, and Linux, ASP.NET.
Yes.
Sebastian, that's what caught my eye on this.
Okay.
Microsoft is releasing an update for how they interface with the other 2 major operating systems and aren't even, apologizing about it at all. They're just, hey, Windows Update is a totally awesome thing and your Apple could totally benefit by connecting to it because we kind of accidentally gave ASP.NET system privileges. Web dev stuff should totally have that. It's totally fine. But in the meantime, totally, if you could figure out a way to update these, you might want to. As long as MTN fault isn't.
I'm slow golf clapping this whole moment with Microsoft. I'm like, you've done it. You've arrived. You finally managed to hork your system to the point of where it doesn't infect Windows. It only infects macOS and Linux.
Yes.
I'm impressed.
It literally,
frankly.
in the notes, it says any non-Windows OS. Yes.
Yeah, you finally done it. You finally serviced your Windows OS to the point of like, oh, we're not vulnerable to this, but we have now made all the other OSs vulnerable. It's like I almost couldn't believe it. I'm like, I have to talk about this. They have fixed this though, but you need to update your ASP.NET service from the server side. They've managed to infect everything but Windows.
This is chef's kiss.
I know, chef's kiss, Microsoft. Way to go. Nothing more on this one.
We're laughing because we'd be crying if we weren't.
Yeah. This is a laugh cry moment.
I was just doing some research because it was 2003 when Microsoft acquired an antivirus company to get their technology. GCAD, and
which I think was more of a license holder that other antivirus companies used rather than
Well, Giant anti-spyware they bought for the spyware part.
Yes.
And then they bought this company for their heuristics and whatever else, I think.
Yeah.
So,
and I think they weren't so much a antivirus you bought as your antivirus program subscribed to GCAD and got their heuristics until Microsoft bought it. And we used to laugh. There was no way you could trust the built-in antivirus in Windows. There's none.
I've been trusting it for years. It's actually pretty damn good.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought.
Until
from PC Mag
Sebastian?
saying that built-in Windows 11 antivirus is enough protection for most users.
Mm-hmm.
So
they did one thing right in Windows 11. They can't be perfect, so they messed one thing up and did it well.
Okay, if we look at the swamp that is antivirus in the past 5 years, this is what Microsoft has done. I hate to say it, but it was a good move because what Norton,
McAfee,
AVG,
yeah,
all those guys. I mean, it became you need. We're not making the money. You need to subscribe. Oh, and if you're not going to subscribe, we're going to bug the living out of you.
Yeah.
This is
and
like,
if you do, we'll put an update that kills your machine at boot, but that's a different topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're running Windows 11, trust in Defender now. It feels weird to say.
Trust Microsoft.
No, just this one little part.
They care
They're not
about
perfect.
you. Trust them.
I saw what you did there
Go
too.
towards the light.
Carrie Ann. Carol Ann. Carol Ann.
From the Hacker News, critical
This
cPanel authentication vulnerability
is clean.
There you go. Thank you, Josh, for that final touch.
All right.
From the Hacker News, critical cPanel authentication vulnerability identified. Update your server immediately.
Stop watching this podcast. Well, I mean, maybe in about 10 minutes or so.
Stop infecting yourself. Stop infecting.
Well, stop watching the podcast on your server.
Yes, don't do that.
Hey.
You are completely hosed. They won't even tell us what's wrong to a certain degree. But the version, any one of these versions, any versions in a 11.1 something, go check this because you are susceptible to something very bad.
And they've already blocked a whole bunch of ports.
Correct.
I get not a whole bunch, but 6 ports.
Yeah.
So if you need those ports, you're going to have to unblock them manually, but do it after you patch.
Whoa. We
if
don't need to
only
talk about manual
cPanel-
port unblocking on this podcast, guys.
Especially with all that shark talk initially. So far,
I'm just calling back. That's why I was late.
cPanel.
He's just calling back.
cPanel is an extremely popular server management. All on one pane of glass, essentially. It's out there, and I dare say in the millions of installations that are probably susceptible to this. So I think this is going to be a significant problem that we're going to be dealing with for a while. But if you're within the sound of my voice, please go check your version. And if you're in charge, go fix it.
Thank you, gentlemen, for that enlightening segment. And
Wasn't it fun?
You know, it just wasn't the same without Kent. In Security Corner, it's always Brett and Jeremy. And without Kent there... Oh, wait, that segment was the same. But moving to the next segment, where his loss will be felt more. Gaming quick hits from Tech Power Up. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced launches July 9. And the PC specs. We always like to look at those. What outrages of unoptimized software will we find here? So for the high preset, for 2560 by 1440 and a 60 FPS target, because, of course, gamers are content with 60 FPS in 2026. Standard ray tracing, quality upscaling must be present, and you need a Ryzen 5 or Core i5 or higher, a RTX 3080 or higher, or Radeon RX 6800 XT or higher. You notice I'm not seeing anything about RAM. Oh wait, yes, here we go. Under RAM,
Dynamic. What?
it's kind of ambiguous. It says
If you've got to ask, you don't have enough.
minimum 16 gigs dual channel. Recommended.
What?
Yes.
What? What does
also,
that mean?
Yes.
I mean,
dynamic
Why
resolution
are they
support.
talking about
That's the answer.
DLSS?
That's not a number.
So, in other words, 16 minimum and anything like high or extreme, make sure you appropriately upscale because you won't have enough RAM to actually natively drive this at higher resolutions.
Okay.
It's just like Montana's speed limit in the 90s. Reasonable and prudent.
It's more like Dear Prudence.
I see the GPU RAM is all over the map. 8, 10, 16, 24 for extreme.
Well, it depends on how
what is it?
extreme your scaling is.
Yes.
What a time
What
to
is your
be getting into this
definition
hobby.
of extreme?
Okay, what if you were a big
Upscaling 640 by 480 to 4K.
What if you were a big Black Flag fan back in the day? You played it on a console, and now you want to build your first gaming PC. You're excited about playing it with all the bells and whistles, and you look at this. What if this was our introduction to gaming? We look at the bottom of the box, minimum specs, okay, recommended. Well, how much do you want to scale the resolution? I don't even know
I'm
what that
buying
means.
that Ryzen 9 NES look box.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, exactly. Can the Nintendo box looking thing play it?
exactly.
All right,
Can
I'll
the
buy that.
NES box play this?
Well, if you render it at 240 by 160 and just upscale it to 4K, yes.
Look, I'm going to trust my TV to upscale it the rest of the way. So
Oh,
that's
okay,
fine.
yeah. Interpolation on the
Oh, yeah,
TV always looks
only-
good.
That's fine. That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, go to 1080 and then let the TV do the rest of the
Yeah, that's usually a little soft,
That-
but it's okay.
That's it right there. That's fine.
All right, so next, an Alien Isolation 2 teaser pops out of the locker it was hiding in.
I liked that. I thought that was clever.
Thank you. The teaser, on the other hand, is not. It's just darkness with a door slowly opening onto a planet's surface, and that's it. Like, there's no tracker noise, there's no anything, and then at the very end they show that box. And that box immediately, if you've played Alien Isolation, you might have soiled your pants a little bit, because it always means bad things. And good things, because it is a save. So yeah, it is coming to unaffordable PC near you.
We're not even going to tell you the specs anymore. Just guess.
Power Wash Simulator 2.
Look, first of all, I didn't even know this even existed.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
There's a lawn mowing simulator.
Bad
Okay.
games are huge now.
Farm, truck simulator. I mean, you want to be an
Those make
over-the-road
sense
trucker.
to me. Those make sense to me. This didn't make as much sense.
Okay,
the
does
fact that they
anybody
made a first
remember-
one and a second one.
Does anybody remember the AVGN video or any of the videos that have been done over the years about, was it Desert Bus? The Penn and Teller game where you just drive a bus in real time with a maximum speed of 45 miles per hour.
Oh, that's speed. That's the speed save.
And it takes, I don't remember if it was 8 hours round trip or whatever it was for you to complete this
Oh, hell
one
no.
route.
It's more like 30.
But you had to complete this route in real time, and you couldn't leave the game. Like, you couldn't just put something on the A button because the thing would steer itself off the road, and then you get towed in real time all the way back to the start line at 45 miles an hour, and then you have to start over again. And if you complete this entire circuit, you get 1 point. So
This sounds delightful.
you'd have to play it
Absolutely.
over and over again, and then see if you could get on the leaderboard. And then there was supposed to be this contest, and you'd get a trip to Las Vegas, and you could see.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. It's 8 hours from Tucson to Las Vegas. And it always veers to the right. But no, there used to be charity drives
Yes,
done on this game. So it's like, hey, we're going to complete this. We're going to force ourselves to play it for 8 hours. And you're going to pay us and watch us do it for some reason.
that could be entertaining, but possibly more entertaining is cleaning things, because some people, even though you probably won't see them out on their roof power washing their siding, they will sit in their living room and pretend to power wash an X-Wing fighter, because there is a Star Wars DLC coming to Power Wash Simulator 2.
Now,
As
look, if I
power
had an
washing-
X-Wing,
As
I
if
would power
washing
wash it.
cars wasn't enough. They had to make a second simulator, Power Wash Simulator 2. And then they had to provide a DLC so that you can power wash X-Wings and TIE Fighters and Y-Wings, including all of the, the Star Wars, background material that goes with this. I just didn't know we needed such a game. Apparently, this is meeting a need.
Wait until you get into the back to tank.
Yeah.
Power wash the walls of that. Yeah. It's like it's transformational.
It's you come out a new man.
Power wash Tatooine. So the original one, visceral detail. Like there was actually one of them was you're cleaning up after like Resident Evil or Doom. And this was where they really made the when they realized they have a hit for some people. It's like, I'm not Doom guy. I'm the poor dude that has to clean up after him. And that was, power washing bits of demons off of stuff and removing bullets. And that's, I guess, where they got really good. The only one I've done is the one where you're stripping spaceships, and I stopped playing it, and I need to play it again because I never got very far in it, but it was fun.
Like it's called something breaker,
Zero G,
Shipbreaker.
Shipbreaker.
It's a Shipbreaker. Yeah. I almost bought that one.
I got someone offered me an early into the beta, so I played it, and I was like, yeah, this appeals to me on a certain level when I just want to throttle people at work, and instead I'm just going to go and stress-free cut up a spaceship, except it's not stress-free because there's a guy yelling at you because it is a job, and he doesn't like it when you mess up. So
So I suppose
it's a dad game.
If power washing Star Wars vehicles keeps you from throttling people at work, maybe it's not so bad.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting take on that. Finally, in Gaming Quick Hits, De Novo, everyone's favorite DRM, has been cracked in all single-player games it previously protected. So, of course, now there's going to be a 14-day mandatory online check to make sure.
What's a single-player game? Do they even exist anymore? Are you allowed to play a single-player game offline now? I thought that was banned a while back.
Crimson Desert, something like that.
Oblivion remastered. Yeah, nothing. Nothing.
I thought
You get
Crimson
my
Desert
point,
was
though.
only single player because they didn't get their online component done in time.
Do
for release.
mention Resident Evil Requiem in this. I'm not sure that's single player. I don't have it. But anyway,
So essentially what you're saying is they've cracked the single player games protection, and now you always have to be online so that they can check to see if it's been cracked or not.
Yeah,
to see if
thanks,
you're
hackers.
cheating in your single player game.
Yeah, essentially.
Although this is probably much ado about nothing, because let's face it, if you're using Steam or something like that to deliver your experience to you, you probably are going online at least every couple of weeks. It's not like you're always starting an offline mode and it wouldn't be able to phone home when it launched. But someday,
you can't discount the fact that their servers are going to go away.
Exactly, and then you won't be able to use your game. Except by then you can crack it, and then there won't be any 14J checks anymore.
But that's when you're going to pay another $30 to get the remastered version.
Oh, because we've got ray tracing in it now. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
And
I can't wait for Power Washer ray traced version. I can't wait for that.
That would actually be, that could be the killer app, and people all over the world will go.
I need proper ray tracing through the stream of water.
Yes, glistening water droplets.
Wait until they get the Texaco restroom edition with
That's R-rated, Josh. At least, if not triple X.
velour blinds on, and so you get the stream of urine properly ray traced. God race, yes.
Nope,
Splashing against.
That's not God race.
Urine.
That light's coming from somewhere else.
Okay.
It's called Rest Stop Cleaner.
Moving
it's going to be a great
on
game.
to picks of the week. Josh, please get us.
Why do you always go to the toilet humor? That's what I want to know. Literally, you went to the toilet humor.
We started there. We're going to end there.
Picks of the week. Please get
Picks of the week. You know what? A couple of years ago, I bought this for about $1,100 and was on sale because previously it was like $1,600. It is the 49-inch. What is the 5280 by 1440? I think I can't remember the exact, but OLED, 240 hertz refresh. FreeSync Premium, 5120 by 1440. Thank you. Response time, insane. OLED. I've been using this, and the amount of space is fantastic. It's like two 2550 by 1440 screens. You can't beat it. For $720, it's outstanding. I mean, I'm not a huge Best Buy fan, but it's almost $400 less than what I bought it, and I would still probably buy it at $1,100. So, good deal. It's a fantastic monitor. Maybe they're coming out with next generation stuff. I don't know how well or much they will improve it, but it's great. So, yeah, if you're looking for a new monitor, one of those ultra wides, 49-inch, I've got so many windows open across my screen that I'm staring at. It replaced literally 3 monitors into only 2. You make some adjustments. It's not as wide, but it's one continuous screen. It's you don't rely on
you miss the
Infinity.
bezels.
What?
Or you miss the bezels or setting up Infinity or NVIDIA surround.
It's got the middle bezels I do not miss. So yeah, no, 720. It's an awesome buy.
Whenever anybody says they used to use 3 monitors, I just instantly think, so you were a Radeon user.
Mm-hmm.
NVIDIA surround was a thing.
They did.
And honestly, it was more reliable than Infinity, but I'm still using Infinity in the kitchen for some reason.
Well, NVIDIA was the first to use that the kind of adjust so that did the bezel correction.
Yeah.
So your mouse just jumped. It didn't get lost.
Pause.
Yeah.
It's good for those restaurant TVs back in the day when they had to use multiple panels to get a big screen. And now they just get like 100.
But that was Matrox.
5-inch all over the wall. All right, Jeremy, you have a pick this week?
Mandatory ARC coverage. Josh was worried.
I'm no longer worried.
Is a GPU. This is Canadian pricing, but I bet you can find it for the same in the States at MSRP. This is what the ARC B580 12 gig launched at. 12 gigs of VRAM on a not too bad card for $390. I'm not saying you should run out and get one. I'm just saying that, my God, I didn't think you could get graphics cards at MSRP anymore. I didn't think that was going to be a thing for a while. But I found one in a hurry because I was late dropping kids off at the pool before I came to the podcast.
And
as one does.
By the way, sorry, Brett. Sorry, Jeremy, Brett.
Okay, Sherlock.
What do you have here?
In US dollars, that translates to $309.99.
Now, what was the MSRP down in the States? I think that was more like $289, wasn't it?
I don't know.
$259 was MSRP.
Yeah, so you're still above MSRP.
Well, good for you.
That's the whole point, that is what it should sell for. Not that my faith in the world's been restored or anything. It's just, it was a nice little oasis.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, the ARC B580 is, I tested one. It was solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there you go. Bye.
And it's a third the price of anything sort of even equivalent.
Brett,
And I wish I was exaggerating.
your pick.
Josh and I did not coordinate this in the least. But if you perhaps don't have as much money as Josh apparently does,
If you're not as rich
if you're not as
in
rich
OLED monitors as Josh,
and you still want an experience that's similar, not quite not quite maybe as posh as the one Josh has planted on his desk, why not investigate this monitor from Acer? The Nitro 49-inch gaming monitor in the coveted 32x9, but only at the reduced 120 hertz and the good, but not nearly as good, 3ms refresh rate for only $499 to get that
Now,
49-inch ultra-wide experience from at least a brand that you might recognize in the Acer name.
can you at least read out the full model name there up at the top?
Yes, it is
Yeah, because Acer is the best.
EI491CURJ0BIIPHX.
Another one that just kind of comes naturally, just rolls off the tongue. Yeah, but
Acer
the
always
price,
has the best monitor
the
names.
price point, and the display size, the reasonable 120 hertz refresh rate, the not terrible but not great response time. If you want that 49-inch experience and you just don't have the dosh that Josh has, you might want to take a look at this one.
Good pick.
That's all I got.
Pushing that ultra wide agenda.
Ultra wide.
Yes, that's right.
I love it.
And really, it helps differentiate PC from console. Because most people don't sit in front of an ultra wide in their living room.
That's true. They don't.
And many PC gaming companies don't bother to make their games compatible with ultra wides, which, oh wait, that doesn't help, does it? Bethesda.
Hack them. They will be hacked. They will bend.
If I can play the original Diablo on an ultra wide screen with the version that's on GOG, then I mean, just about anything should be.
It's Blizzard, you'd be cheating, and they can't allow that.
No, you can. I'm saying you can. My son has an ultra wide on his setup, so whenever I'm in there, I'm like, what's on GOG? I'll just download some GOG games. Put Warcraft 2 on there, of course, but that just plays inside of a pillar boxed window. But the modified version of Diablo runs full screen ultra wide. You can see almost the entire thing with your tiny guy running around.
Say, like,
Dungeon. Wow.
You're pretty much scanning the dungeon vertically at that point.
It's like cheating, basically. And yeah, on that note, I don't have a pick, so I'm just gonna say I could pick something, but who cares?
Venetian blinds.
We're just gonna end the show, and I want to thank everybody for listening, watching while they listen. A couple thousand of you do that, I think, every week. Or
Yes, several thousand.
listen while you watch other things. You have your headphones on, you're looking at the world. You're standing on the fifth tee, looking down the fairway. There's a bunker on the right-hand side. There's trees left. And you're listening to Josh talk about AMD financials. And then you fall asleep on the tee box. And then the group behind you, they start yelling at you. And you aren't moving out of the way. Okay.
Bringing his golf clubs in. You'd be surprised at the number of extra thousands of people who actually listen doing exactly that.
Hey,
it's all fun and games until you're about to make the shot.
Your golf clubs.
Arms
He was
reach.
doing it to Tom Daly.
Do you have that extra long backswing where your club like points at the ground behind your head?
Right.
No, I do not. I'm not that flexible.
Oh, okay. Just bend your elbow. I mean, when you get past a certain age, just bend that elbow. Get that.
He didn't smack anything in his room either.
Hey, it's got to come back afterwards.
Yeah, that's the thing. So you get extra distance. Just snap that elbow. I don't know what we're talking about, but we are ending the show. And thank you. And we will talk to you again next time.
Good night.
Good night.